there. I've been trying to get my craft room all together now that I've been able to move basically everything into here, and I'll just do a quick pan around and then I'll do a little bit more detailed, even though I don't do very good detail because I don't like to see every little thing, but here goes. When you come in the door, this is a dresser, 4-drawer dresser, and it's got stuff on it that are kind of important to me. And this 4-drawer dresser, like I said in the other video, it came from my husband's aunt when she had to move. Then there's my desk and the stuff that's underneath it, of course. It spans almost the whole wall. I think it's 4 and 4. I think it's 8 or 4.5 feet each half. So it's a 9-foot desk. And then there's a little cabinet there. The shelves up there that I have to rearrange because everything's just kind of thrown up there when I came in. Then my cubes and my cubicle drawers. And then this is the other desk that I had. And it's going to kind of be my art journal, project life side of the room, basically. And then, of course, and there's my chair, and there's my closet. My closet has kind of become a catch-all at this moment because I've got to do a lot of rearranging. The other side of the closet is completely empty right now, and I want my husband to do some shelves. See you in a minute to give you a little more detail. Hi everyone, this is a continuation of the previous little segment. I'm going into a little bit more detail of where things are in my room. I finally got everything moved in here except for my papers and a few other things that are in the closet in my master bedroom still. But I'm going to go through this not too long of a video, but I'll go into how I have things for now. And as you know, this was the black dresser that I had, and I've got a few things on top that'll probably stay there. I just picked these up. There's 3 of them at Target. They were $1 in the dollar bin, and I'm not exactly sure where I want to use them, but I thought they were really cute. In the drawers, I don't have anything going yet. The top drawer, I'm probably going to do my arty cakes in them and maybe some of all the bling that I have. I'll show you where those are but later. So, and like I said, the other drawers are completely empty right now. There's a few things, like I said before, that are meaningful to me, and I've left them on the top. This was a Cinderella statue, and I've had that for years. And then all the little shoes that were given to me from a friend. So Cinderella and all of her slippers. A couple of boxes that don't have anything in them yet, but there's a few special things that I want to put in there that were my mother's that I just want to keep close by. This area here is going to be a desk that my husband is going to make for my granddaughter, so that when she's here, she loves crafting and she's here a lot, so she's going to be able to do her stuff on this desk here. Here is my long desk here. It is about 9 feet long, and I've got everything on it. This is somewhat of a in basket right here of things that are coming in to the room that I've got to separate. I also have another area for that kind of stuff. The spin caddy, sorry for the glare from the window. Everybody's got these. I've got an old lamp. I don't know if you could see it, that I love very much, and I've put it in here. Then this is just a little tiny catch-all for very small little items that I want to use on whatever project, but I want it handy. My little container here of tools and pens, and it's got a cow print on it, which I love. And then this here is all my glues. This was from my morning chocolate milk. This is for the glue sticks and my tape runner there. And then here's an old lamp that I had for quite a long time now, and I really love it. That's the reason why I have it in here. And a few little jars to have for when I'm using glue and I turn them upside down and I want them to be standing upside down. I'll put them into these things right here. My phone, my tablet, my computer. I was looking at videos this morning about photo elements and stuff because I want to start doing my Project Life more and actually doing it better by cropping and putting words on photos and stuff like that. This is somewhat of a candy station. It's kind of a, I want to call it a catch-all on things that don't have a specific spot. And this here is what I made to have a little small storage area to have my ink pads, and it's worked really, really well. And then on top are the ink sprays that are mostly homemade, but a few here of the Tattered Angels. I have a couple of small shelves up there. I'm not exactly sure what's going to go on those. Probably projects that I make or other people have sent in. Now a little bit panning to the other side over there in the corner. I haven't yet been able to organize these 3 shelves. I've got things that other people made me and a few things that I've made that are just kind of pushed up there for now, but they will be arranged accordingly. And this here is a old end table that was my son's, and I use it for housing any current projects that I have in the works. And some of the things are on the top also that are small projects. This here, as you can see, I have paints in it. It's just a plastic 3-drawer bin. And I have paints. In the middle is tissue paper, and in the bottom are more paints. And then moving over and under the desk. These actually have nothing in them right now. But I think I'm going to put material in there. I'm not exactly sure yet because I have a lot of stuff that are still in the master bedroom that I got to move in, and I'll figure that out. This here, I put my cutters on top. These has got stamps, mostly cling stamps, etc. And then the 2 bottom ones are for my punches that I have. Underneath are the trash can, my little stool, because when I sit in my chair, my feet don't fit to the ground, so I have a stool. There's my heat gun, and then underneath there are different boxes that store envelopes, and everything on the left there is everything to do with my beading and stuff. And the reason why it was also compact under there is because when I was in the master bedroom, I had to basically use every spot that I could get stuff stored in, and I have it all under there now still because that's the way it was in the master bedroom. And I may just leave it there because it seems that those are the things I don't get to all that often. There's a project right there in that little blue container that I'm working on. It's a wedding book for one of my sons. I have 5 sons and a little girl. Anyways, and then here is the Exhibit 4 unit, storage unit. And then on top are there's 4 of the Recollections storage. And then further on top are different things that I have stored up there. I'll start with the top. And I have one of these. This actually has all the Artie cakes that I have in it. Sorry, a little bit out of frame. That's where I have it currently, but I am going to be putting it in the drawer over there because I don't take this down. It sits up here and I forget about it. And so I'm going to probably store my tins like this. They're lunch pail tins in a different area. And then in the other lunch pail tin, I just have some projects that I've worked on, some projects that I just have pieces of, and I'm going to probably take all that and move it somewhere into the dresser also. Let me move back. And now this is my address book. This is a little file folder that I had made, and this box is actually empty right now. Pardon me, I don't know where I want to put it in, if I need to put anything in it. And the larger boxes behind all this stuff are all my flowers. Paper flowers or homemade flowers or things from Prima and etc. They're all in there. And I want to redo all of those boxes so that they're matching, black with white. That there are pieces of ribbon that are cut, and they're usually less than a yard, and I just shove it in there, and it's see-through on the other end, so on the other side of it, so that I can easily see the coloring of the ribbons that I may need out of there. And here pardon me, here in the Recollections cubes I have this is ribbon, and I put these instead of putting the things inside because at first I put the little tags inside and they kept ripping if I tried to change them up, and because I'm not real good at keeping things in one spot for very long till I figure out where I really want them, so I just cut out these black pieces of paper and then cut a white one, punched it, a white one, and just wrote on it what it was going to be. But that way, if I have to, I could take this off very easily and change it up, and I just have them like this on the door. So this is ribbon, this is lace. Oh, pardon me. This is ribbon and lace. This here is for excess baggies. This here has brown bags. This one has glassine bags, and this is my veneers and 3Ds. Pardon me, I had to take care of the doggy. And this is my black, white, and brown paper that I have of any of the sizes. It doesn't matter what size they are. Anything that's black, white, or brown. Most of them are solid colors. And then here are file folders that I can be using for any kind of project that I would need file folders for, or something a little stiffer than card. Sorry about that. The SD card on my camera filled up. As I was saying, there's file folders in here, and I have thin chipboard pieces in here. And then over here on this side is my embossing folders and my dies. And here are bits of lace, the ones that are kind of the ones that I kind of like the most, and instead of putting them in the other ones. Here are my Big Shot dies, which I don't have very many of, but they fit in there perfectly. And in here is felt and double-sided tape. Down here, my husband made small little shelving areas, and I really like this idea because I couldn't figure out exactly what to get in there, and I needed better storage for that. So he made it so that I can have 3 different drawers here, and 3 in the bottom one. And so in this one I have journals, anything I can use to make a journal, art journal, even the mini album books are in there. In here are stickers and embellishments, and I'm probably going to change this up because I'm not exactly sure where I want to be putting them. I may want to be putting them in the black dresser somewhere. And then in here are extra embellishments. And then down here is, I have specialty papers. Right now, that's what I have in here are the specialty papers, and they seem to work fine here because then I use them more often than if they were put away in the closet. And here are napkins and maps to be able to use for art journaling. And then here are magazines that have projects in them that I may want to do or reference to. And then over here is my inbox, so that anything I get I put into this area, so that I will then put it away into the rightful area of the bedroom. Craft room, I should call it. Here my husband made these small little shelves, and then I just took postage boxes and cut them up and put them in here. And they are for my scrap papers. And this works wonderfully because it's actually 12 inches wide and they're more than 12 inches deep. So even if the scrap piece of paper that I have is close to 12 inches wide, it fits in there perfectly. So this is for black and white. This is for anything that's pink. Here's purple and blue. There's brown and beige. There's red and yellow, and the bottom is orange and green. And so, like I said, everything, it's real easy to be able to slip them in there. Sometimes I don't even have to pull them open to put the papers in there, because they can just slip right through. So I'm really happy with that. And then on to my art journal and my Project Life desk. Right now I finished up an art journal for a swap, and so it's a little bit messy right now on my desk. I'll be cleaning that pretty soon, hopefully. And this is what my husband had made. If you ever looked at one of my older videos, it's actually a two-piece. The bottom with the 9 drawers, and then the top with the 6 sections. And these I made out of little postage boxes also. And this is, right here is mark making tools. And then here's my washi. Here's small stamps. Then I'm not going to go into all of those, but they're all small little items that could be used for art journaling. And then in here are mostly art journal stuff. These are art journals that I'm working on or can be worked on. And that's some texture paste and a small little egg crate thing that can be used for using it for paints. There's a few stamps in here that are good for art journaling, and these are just pieces of ephemera that I may be using for some of my art journaling. There's a couple of candles. There's the little stompers, some glue, and glue sticks, and this is actually cards and stuff for Project Life that I haven't got set up yet. I'm going to try and set up a small little area just for Project Life stuff. And then in these here, which my husband had actually, again, my husband made these small little stand-like things. I call them stands, and he put a shelf in them so that I could put stuff in them, but I like having the empty space underneath each of these so that things can slide underneath there in case I need to get them off the desk a little bit and out of the way, but I don't have permanent storage under there, because hopefully when I'm done with the projects I clean up the area, but this way it gives me just a little bit more desk space. There's some items that I'll be using in a pocket letter soon, and just gathered a little area to have those. Pardon me. There's the mediums that I use. There's some sprays, some little glass containers to use for water. This is for Project Life in that it holds ephemera of all of the pictures everywhere we go. If I ever get ephemera for pictures, I mark the folders with the date. The ephemera was gotten, like for instance this says Packers 2013, because we went to a Packers game in 2013, so everything that I collected for that is in there. And that's how far back in Project Life I need to be going, even further than that, to be able to get started on it. But I haven't started yet, but I really want to. So I'm going to move pan back a little bit more. These drawers here are anything to do with art journaling mostly. The top is pens and water pens and stuff like that. This is just pieces of paper, any other color that could possibly be scratched into a art journal. And then next is books, old books that I can use parts of in an art journal. And then the bottom is magazines that I could cut up and use the words or images out of. And then here is the top one is pens and oil pastels, and here are my gelatos, and then here is for words. The bottom is images for small. The second one there is images that are not people, and the bottom one are large ephemera. And then next is my photo albums that I have so far, And then this here cabinet, I just put right now are whatever. I don't want to know where they go yet, mainly. There's some, you know, things on the bottom there. There's my baby wipes and Smash books and a couple of composition books down there. Things that I haven't quite gotten to yet to store exactly where it is that I want to use them, but they fit in here for now. And then on to my closet. It has not been done yet. Right now, all of my paper, like I said, is in my master bedroom, and that usually goes right there. All my paper is stored there and there, on that one and that one there. And right now, like I said, they're in my master bedroom. Everything up there is things that are alterable that I can get done. Just storage stuff, other storage stuff. And right now, these are my granddaughter's stuff right there. Oops, sorry, right there. Her beads and her little projects, and that's where her stuff is going to be stored. And my sewing machine is down there. There's my chair. The other side of the closet is completely empty right now. I want to get my husband to take off these doors, and then I'm going to put curtains. It's probably just going to be lace curtains like I have in the window, and I believe that's about it. Then we're back around to the door and my dresser. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.